All right. Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Come Through Pod. You know who it is. It's your girl, Flex Luther.
Big Flex.
Checking in with my A1, my day one, Ashley J.
You know, it's me, Ashley J. I ask one thing and one thing only, that you put some respect on my motherfucking name, dog. That's it. That's all. And it could be so simple. Welcome back to episode 96, dog. Like that, real easy. Pull up on me.
You know, we got things to do every week. Just me and Ashley this week. We're going to keep it short and sweet, but we got some things to talk about. But first, how was your weekend?
A little catch up real quick. Yeah. Really easy. Like, I went skating. I went to Venice Beach, which was so much fun.
Ashley went viral.
Yeah, you know, slight. And then Instagram stopped working.
Right. Ashley's skate video went viral.
I broke the internet. Like, no big deal.
Obviously.
No, it did not go viral, but it did do well. And that was really cool to see. And it was like a 20-second clip that... Honestly, every time I go to Venice, I have so much fun and I forget to record.
I do too.
And the thing about it is, like, with skating, you know, it's a progression. Like, you progress over time, you learn more tricks, you get better, whatever. So you always want to take little videos and you look super cute while you do it. So I was like, okay, I took a little 20-second clip and I just put it up and I was like, just to show you guys I'm doing better. And the shit was taking off. I was like, ain't this about a bitch?
Took off.
This is what I need the fucking come through shit to do.
Okay. She looked fly as hell on there doing her little two-step
little
skate.
Strut.
Little strut. You was strutting. That's exactly what it was. A nice little strut.
A little strut, baby. But you need to come to Venice. Have fun.
Yes.
Try on some quads. I know everybody gets scared to skate at Venice.
It's so intimidating, you guys. But we've talked about it before.
Yes, but this is what makes it fun, because there's all these like OG skaters who've been skating since the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, whatever it is.
Oh, yes, and you can tell.
Yeah, and they're like super fucking good, and they don't doubt themselves on their skates at all.
Yeah.
But they're so nice, and they'll show you shit. Like, I'll just go up and I'll stand next to somebody and they're like, here, you want to learn this? And then they'll start showing you stuff or whatever it is. And it's just fun. And I feel like if you have any interest in skating, pull up to Venice once. It's fun as fuck. Tell a friend to come with you so you feel a little less self-conscious. But there's always music. There's always DJs. It's a happy place. Yeah, it's fun. It's lots of fun. I think everybody who's interested in skating should pull up at least once.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I've been rollerblading there for literally 8 years since I moved here. It's like a fun thing to do because ideally if the weather's nice too, right? Yes. Ideally, but California, we have more nice days than we don't have nice days. So that used to be like my favorite thing to do, kind of like a mental break, like a meditation in a way.
Because you're by the beach, you're by the water. Hello. What is retrograde? Mercury's in retrograde.
Aurora is in Gatorade.
Yes, I just knocked the freaking mic off cue. Anyway, it's fun. Take a friend. It's meditation, like you were saying. You're doing something active. You're over by the water.
Vitamin D.
Yeah, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. I love it. Definitely pull up, especially Saturday and Sundays if you have free time.
Saturdays are lit.
Yeah, around most people start pulling up around 12. So pull up anywhere around 12 to sunset. It's fun as fuck at the little skate plaza, or you can just skate the path.
Right. And that's what I usually do. When I go there with that. But I do want to work up to the quads. Well, I want us to do our double date with it at the rink with the quads, and we'll start there.
The rink is even scarier.
But I've been to the rink on quads. Like I remember that, and it's kind of like expected. Like you see all the fucking amateurs falling and eating shit there, but at least it's
the rink to
on
me
the asphalt
is okay. I get you. Falling on the wood versus falling on the asphalt. That's what it is, more than anything else. Okay, I got you. I'm with you.
Right.
Because I'm like, going to the rink, that's where people who are fucking, you see the people on those little tiny itty bitty fucking wheels. They're called fibers, and they're sliding and going fast as fuck. The rink to me is more scary, because then you have people doing all that, they call it middle work, where they're in the middle and they're doing all the spins and all the dances and shit, and they're just so fucking good.
They are so good, like legit.
But yeah. I can't wait for a little double date.
I know it's gonna be a good time. Fun. Can't wait. Gotta get my wrist guards and my knee pads. But it's gonna be a great time. I broke my wrist guards. Did you? Oh my god, that's not intimidating. Shit. And she's really good.
I need new ones. That's the one thing I will not skate without, unless I'm indoor. But my wrist guards. I got dainty little wrists.
You do. Cute little hands and wrists.
A little break. I scared. Anyway, what'd you do?
So I had a chill weekend. I feel like just kind of. I mean, I love now that it's, football season. You can wake up Sunday and just like watch games all day and chill. Yeah. Just be lazy. And it's like the thing to do because everyone's doing it. You don't feel guilty or anything. So I kind of like that. I'm like, oh, yes, can fully indulge. But then I also went to the Chargers and Raiders game on Monday. Ooh. Compliments of Daniette. Thank you for taking me. I was one of her dates. She got some complimentary tickets. Ooh, so we got
to her.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not fans of either of those teams, as you all know.
But a game is a game.
And I love me a good sporting event. So I definitely welcomed that invitation with open arms. So we went, but it was a weird day because it was the day Instagram crashed and Facebook and WhatsApp and everything. And there was hella like lightning and thunder everywhere. The game was delayed. Shit wasn't working. SoFi Stadium is beautiful. Immaculately done by whatever architect did it. Right. Very nice.
It's
great
like
location.
You pull up, it's on water.
It's literally right next to the Forum. I didn't realize how fucking close. Okay. It's like across the fucking street. It's all right there. But the parking is trash. You guys need to get it together. Real shit. I'm going to be full Karen Yelp review right now. You guys need to get the fucking parking situation together.
Stadium, beautiful, brand new parking. Yeah. 1 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. It's, do not recommend. 1 out of 10 stars, do not recommend. And also, the people who work in the stadium, y'all need to know where the sections are.
It's new. They we just moved in here.
Right. And there's all these different levels and like going different ways. And I'm just like, dude, y'all need to get this together for real because this is not a thing.
We both can't know where we're going.
No, literally. We kept asking. They're like, yeah, I think. And we're like, bro, we can't both not know.
So I used to work
Come on.
I don't know. Have you ever been into Fry's Electronics?
Like twice.
Okay. So they don't exist anymore, but
they don't, huh?
Or at least the one over here.
Yeah, maybe a couple in the IE, but I think you're right.
So I used to work at Fry's, right? And Fry's is this big, huge electronics department store, basically.
Like a Best Buy.
Like a Best Buy, but like Best Buy ate a Best Buy, right?
Right.
So I used to work there and I never knew where shit was. So people would always ask me and I'd just be like, yeah, aisle C3.
Just go with C3 every time.
Yeah. Aisle D7.
The girl with the glasses told me that it was over here, okay?
I just would send people places and dip. Like, I'm out. I can only imagine at a stadium, I would have done the same thing. Section 720, go ahead and go that way.
Yeah, that way.
And then go around the corner and then down the first steps you see. You're like, but that says Z.
We might have asked 8 different like attendants or whatever you want to call them. One for sure sounded like he knew what he was talking about. One. I felt confident like he's leading us the right way. He's sending us the right direction.
You know what you're talking about.
It was crazy. But it was a cool experience. Very awesome. Great stadium. Chargers ended up winning. Love seeing the Raiders lose. So that's great. And that's it. Oh, and then my nephew freaking dislocated his shoulder this weekend.
Ouch.
Yeah. Bubs. I know, Cole. So speedy recovery to my nephew. But yeah, he got tackled and landed on his shoulder the wrong way. And that shit started just dangling. And he had to actually go under surgery to have it replaced or relocated.
Said dangling and my shoulder said boo boo.
Yeah. It was dislocated. He had to have it relocated going under. Usually that's a kind of a common injury in football where if your shoulder kind of comes out of the socket, like my older brother, his dad, it happened to him in a game and they literally put it back into place. He took off 2 plays and was out by the next play. Insane. But this one, no, it was hanging to his knee or something. It was really bad. It looked long.
Shoulder pain is no joke because I fell on my shoulder my second day skating. I was skating small space skating on my balcony and I was basically just trying to fucking stand up on my skates.
Right.
And my balcony has a slight incline. Bitch, I went back like this and hit the rail on my balcony. Iron rail on my balcony. My whole shoulder right here hit. I was out. So I could only imagine dislocating and it dangling. I know his arm is fucked right now.
Yeah. I'm sure it's so sore. Poor even Cole. After post-surgery. I know, my poor baby. even post. But now he gets to take the season off. Unfortunately, he's out for the season. But he goes to high school next year, so this will kind of be a good time for him to like rebuild and get some more muscle mass on him. And you know, he's in that growing, he's 13, so they're like weird, like their arms are too long but the torso's still short, their chest is flat but their shoulders are getting bigger.
Chest. I hate bird
but their
chest.
Shoulders are growing, so they're unproportioned as fuck. Like these poor kids.
Some kids,
puberty,
some men, boys, whatever, don't grow out of the bird chest until
like
really
after high school.
It's really, or never, and it's just really sad. I hate a bird chest ass nigga. It makes me so mad. Like it irritates my soul. Like you ain't got no nerve talking to me the way you talking to me.
You can't even say it with your chest.
What? I hate a bird chest ass nigga. It makes me so mad. And they always be the first ones to wear the dress shirts just open. It's like,
how dare you? How dare not an ounce of ground beef on that chest and you have it unbuttoned, okay?
Just a bird chest. Like, I'm gonna see if Gosse can put a picture of some what I mean by bird chest. Hopefully he'll put it right here.
A little cartoon.
Yeah, like put it right here. It just grinds my gears.
Ashley's
gets
upset.
my goat.
Ashley is upset.
I hate a bird chest. I'm so
you are bent out of shape about this bird chest.
You know why? Because there's a little bird chest motherfucker who I didn't say what I wanted to say to him one day, and it just
it's never been sitting right since, huh?
Fuck. I hate missed moments. I hate moments because I love a line. I love like a little comeback line, like a little zinger, bam,
right,
gotcha. And I hate when I can't get him off for whatever reason. And it's just a bird chest nigga. I owe him one. I owe him one.
I ain't gonna forget.
Never. Anyway, I digress. Sorry, friend.
I'm glad you were able to get that off your chest, though.
I really needed
the one that you have.
Yeah.
Right.
See, this is regular chest right here, up and out. This is bird chest. In and down.
In and down. In and downward. How you feel about yourself? Okay.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Okay. Well, anywho. So that was our weekend.
Quick recap.
Nothing more to see here.
Yeah, just catch you up.
Moving on. Well, I wanted to do a quick business highlight. Yeah. So this is something that I came across like purely organically and randomly on Instagram. So I'm not like big into the reels, and I don't even be on TikTok, but what I do when you go to my explore page, what you will see is food reels. Food reels, food slides, all types of different food things there. Because I get lost on a tangent and I will go into like a 30 to 45 minute
Which
food.
Which is surprising because there's so much food on TikTok.
I know. I think it's just too fast with TikTok because, well,
okay. Anyway,
yeah,
go ahead.
So I'll tell you. So I came across this this woman's page. It's called Nellie's Creations with a K.
Come on.
On IG and on YouTube. She is a Grenada Island native, which is a Caribbean island in between.
I want to go to Grenada.
Yeah. Grenada. Sorry, Grenada. Grenade.
Fucking dumb, Ashley. Stupid
Grenada.
American.
Yeah, it's in between St. Lucia and Trinidad.
Yes.
It's the island of spice. They have like a bunch of nutmeg plantations there. So it's super, super big with the nutmeg thing. What is it again? It is Nellie's Creations, but Creations with a K. So she has the dopest page, and obviously she has her YouTube channel. She makes her specialties is Caribbean food, is specifically Grenadian food, but she has the best, easiest recipes. Like, and I'm talking like home cooked full meals, but she has the recipes are done so easy, like tastefully and easily, so you don't feel intimidated of trying to do this at home. Like,
okay,
even if you've never really done something cooking like this, you're like, okay, I can follow along. So yeah, I actually did
a peach fritter.
Yes, I've been waiting to show you the peach fritter, bitch, because I know you love you some peach. That peach and look how easy it is. Go to her video, her reel real quick.
I'm watching it, girl. I'm watching it.
Go find it, you guys. It's the easiest how-tos, quick, easy recipes. Me and my man have been eating out a lot as of like the last couple of months. And so we've tried to, pivot from that and cook more. So I'm cooking more. And I'm like, I can't keep making the same shit. You know how that can go. Like, you end up making tacos, Italian food, and fucking some fucking noodles like a bunch of times a week. You're like, damn, I can't, or a chicken assortment or something. So I'm like, let me switch it up. So I made these honey sriracha chicken sliders. Chef's kiss. So easy, so simple, so tasty. You make the sauce, obviously, from the sauce. You make the sauce from scratch, but it's really just like rice wine vinegar, honey, sriracha, some sesame oil, and some red pepper flakes, and some brown sugar. Like, super simple. You mix that up. You marinate that with the chicken. Super simple, super good. She does desserts. She does frozen drinks, treats. She does pastas. She does full plates with rice and peas and plantains and chicken. Like, dude, this is right up your alley.
Yeah, I'm looking at this oxtail
I already know. Ash,
right here.
yes, she does the oxtail effortlessly.
I'm looking at this beef patty.
Now, the only thing I was a little about, she is based out of NYC in New Jersey, and they have access to different ingredients at their markets than we do, just because like the cultural differences. So the only thing is, some of these I'm like, oh, would we be able to like do it like that? But for the most part, I've been looking through them, and I even reached out to her in comments, and she responded, and she was so nice and thankful. I said, I love your page. She said, love, thank you so much. It means a lot. And I just love to see that, because you know what? She's out here grinding the regular spaghetti.
I'm just not a fan of people who they don't cook the noodles in the sauce. Like,
I don't.
You don't? You put the sauce on top?
Mm-hmm. And then I mix it. Well, if you want.
No, I need my noodles soaked
So
up.
that's funny you say that. So I'll talk more about this in the TV film segment, but I started Raising Canaan. Okay. Power Book 2, Raising Canaan. We talked about it a little bit with Ty last week. So in there, there's like two people, like a white girl and a black girl talking, and they're talking about spaghetti. And she's like, oh, my mom made spaghetti tonight. And she's like, wait, you like spaghetti? She was like, well, white people's spaghetti and black people's spaghetti is different. And she's like, well, what do you mean? She's like, we mix the noodles and the sauce together, put it in a pan, throw it in the oven, put some cheese on top, and bake it. And that's how you make spaghetti. And then the white girl's like, huh? Like, what? But I'm like, that's actually true. Most black people do make spaghetti like that. They bake the cheese on top
of
it.
Like a baked macaroni and cheese.
Like exactly. Like a baked spaghetti, baked macaroni and cheese. Same concept. Very delicious. Not lacking in flavor whatsoever. But that's traditionally, you're supposed to put the noodle and then the sauce on top. But you're supposed to, like spaghetti in Italy. Like, when you put the sauce, it completely covers the noodle. Yeah. So it like overflows the noodle. So it looks like your noodles are already drenched, because when you put the sauce on, it's like, Gotcha. And then you do the spin. Have you seen the spin thing? Yes. So it spins them around, and it's like this circled like ball of noodles and sauce. It's really good. That's the white American spaghetti. But it's still tasty.
I'm sure it's tasty.
Yeah.
Look.
But you need that mix.
I just personally.
The reason why I don't like that is because that often you're cooking the noodle even more, and it's really hard to make the noodle al dente like that. Yes, you tend to overcook the noodle. It breaks.
I will
it gets
give
mushy.
you that. I will give you that.
So that's
a lot of people overcook, but I purposely make sure I take it out even earlier.
Yeah. I love al dente noodles. Like, I like the little hardness. Like, it should have that, because you should be able to spin your pasta. It shouldn't break as soon as you put the fork in it. So, but yeah, it's a tricky. We were talking. Timing. Yeah, off air, we were talking about cooking, and especially like baking. The slightest things will fuck things up, like timing, like a minute or two. Watch out.
Yeah. So, but my also would like to say, since we're talking about food, recently discovered that I have a favorite pasta noodle, and it's bucatini.
Bucatini is so
Bitch,
good.
The bucatini. If you are not on, let me tell you, bucatini is like a spaghetti noodle, but it has a hole in the middle, and it's a little thicker, so it just absorbs the sauce really fucking nicely, and it's just, perfect.
It's a really good noodle.
Go ahead and check that shit out next time. Instead of getting you some little tiny thin spaghettis, go ahead and get you that bucatini.
You're right. It traps the sauce a lot better, and you're able to do like a thicker sauce, and it's still like,
it holds it instead of breaking your noodle.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, we digress. You don't get us on the food track, but go check out Nellie's Creations. She has her YouTube channel. She has her IG, and I believe she even has a cookbook full of recipes. So go ahead and support her and purchase that. But yeah, super awesome. So that's my little business highlight. Shout outs to Nellie.
Shout out to you, Nellie. I already have a few recipes that I bookmarked during this conversation. I'll tap into y'all as soon as I make those. Since we're talking about business highlights, I have a Mamba moment that I kind of want to just shout out really quickly, and it's kind of related to food. So Trey the Truth, who is a Texas rapper, Houston area rapper, he opened a ice cream shop called Howdy Homemade Ice Cream, and in particular, particular, he hires people with special needs.
Aww.
So that's kind of the whole business model there, and you can check it out. Let me give you the actual location really quick. In Katy, Texas. So he specifically creates jobs for those with disabilities. And I absolutely love that. There are a number of people with different needs in my family. So I just think it's dope because, you know, after they get a certain age, they phase out of a lot of programs and things like that. So if they are able to work, and a lot of them are, it's nice for them to have jobs that aren't Walmart, because Walmart's a horrible place.
Right.
So big up to that. I think that's awesome. Howdy Homemade is actually a franchise. So he's a franchise owner. There are several or a few of them around the country. And that is the business model, to hire people with different disabilities. So I think it's just amazing. So shout out to you, Trey the Truth.
Yes, that's awesome. Golf claps. We love it. That's low-key a Mamba moment. Yeah. There's a business highlight together.
Combo.
Combo
action.
If you will.
Yes.
We love
to see it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So I want to take it into this topic. It's a little spicy.
Spicy pricey?
I want to get spicy and pricey. We haven't really gone down this route in a while. But it's just something that kind of struck me, and I want to go ahead and play this clip. So Dave Chapelle just released another stand-up on Netflix. What is the name?
The Closer?
The Closer. Yes, The Closer. He's stating that it's his last stand-up, but you know how they all say that, and then they...
Or at least the last one
on Netflix, right? Yeah. So there's this clip of it that went kind of viral. Let's pull it up real quick.
He once shot and a lot of the LGBTQ community doesn't know the baby's history. He's a wild guy. He once shot and killed him in Walmart.
Facts. We all saw the video.
Oh, this is true. Google it. The baby shot and killed in Walmart in North Carolina. Nothing bad happened to his career. Do you see where I'm going with this? In our country, you can shoot and kill a but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings.
So I'm sure you guys, unless you're living under a rock and you're not hip to what's going on, heard about DaBaby and his canceled cultured comments of the LGBTQ community. He had some comments that he made on stage, right? It was at a concert?
Yeah.
They were not nice.
It was really bad.
It was brutal. And yeah, so he made these comments and got canceled just like anybody else who says anything about any of the letters. So, look.
Go ahead.
Look.
Keep going.
Dave, where's the lie? Where's the lie in what Dave said? And I'm not trying to invalidate anyone's feelings or anything like that. But where's the lie in that statement? You can kill a black man and your career is booming, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But
right?
God forbid you say
he shot that man in Walmart, and then started having #1 song after, and then knocked a nigga out at the Louis Vuitton store, right? And then got 4 more #1 hits,
literally.
And then
and the minute
so my whole problem with his shit on stage, what he said was horrible. Yes, completely agree. Don't know why he said what the fuck he said. I actually wanted to talk about this, but I was like, you know what? I don't even want to give it any attention. It's got enough when it was happening. My whole thing was that not only did he say something stupid on stage, he got off stage and continued to double down on his stupidity. Yeah. And that's where I was like, okay, I'm fucking over it. Even if you go up there and you say something stupid, at least when people point it out, acknowledge it. And be like, okay, I'm going to try and be better. Right. Don't make all these other excuses, all this other shit. Boosie got on his side, and Boosie is getting on my goddamn nerves too. Because now this motherfucker
don't want to keep his mouth shut.
Boosie is now trying to stick by Bill Cosby. That's my man. I'm stick beside him. Yes.
Stop
and I'm
it. I did not see that. Next thing you know, he's going to be behind R. Kelly too. R. Kelly's going to be in prison for 118 years, bro.
Nigga, I'm richer than R. Kelly.
Bro.
I said,
we all seen that coming.
That is a self-esteem boost right there. Wow.
It's like negative 260 million or something.
Wow. I would unalive myself if I owed that much money. Okay, dog. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I would. Never mind. I don't want to be compared to R. Kelly.
No, in any way, shape, or form. But we digress.
Yeah. So I was more mad that he continued to double down on his stupidity. I think it's all dumb. And then on top of it, the shit he did with Meg, I just think he shot a person.
I'm not here
he did all that stuff. I think he's just.
I'm not here for the baby like that. I could do
his raps all sound the same.
Yeah, anyway. Honestly, for me, he's gotten worse as he's gotten more famous. I liked his earlier tapes when he was like just up and coming. I thought it was just more authentic. You know, when you got that grit and that hunger in your voice and you can just hear it. You know, you can hear it in your voice when you have that like in your heart. You know, he had heart.
He was hungry.
And
now he's full.
And now he's just like, I can do and say anything. And it's like, okay, we're over you. Like I'm hearing about you too much. But fuck him. I'm more taking from that what Dave is saying and how I've never even looked at it. I mean, there's so many different perspectives you can look at that, right?
Yeah.
About, you know, but damn, like that, if that ain't the motherfucking truth.
We watched the stand-up before we came in here to record today. And one of the things he said was just like, it's not that I'm against the LGBT.
Transphobic
or any of them. My thing is like, how the fuck do we get that power as Black people to be able to shut shit down? And I think people get caught up, especially when it comes to comedians. I feel like people get caught up in like the outlandishness.
Right.
Like obviously sometimes it's just not funny. Like, but there was still a point behind it. Like I get it. It's sensitive. He's talking about gay rights or trans rights but there's always more to it because it's like, we're all minorities. We're all fighting for something, but somehow you guys are able to really put your foot down when it comes to certain things and kind of like
shut shit down,
unionize and mobilize a lot better than Black people or other communities can and get shit shut down, get people to lose their jobs, like the Kevin Hart situation, like all that shit. So it's just interesting.
It is. He said something about, you know, you want to be talking about LGBTQ community, you want to be a part of the minorities until you realize that being white benefits you more.
I feel like, honestly, that is a white people thing. Mm-hmm. Like a majority of white people who can be cool and be down and be this and be that. The second it's like, okay, it's time for me to play my white card, all that other shit is out the door. Like I've had an instance myself, someone who was in my home called the cops on me in my home and then proceeded to send a white woman out to talk to the cops and brought them back to my door. So like in instances like that, it's just like, it's scary. You weaponize your whiteness. And I get that. And it's like, that's also kind of the problem I have with unpopular opinions. This is also kind of the problem I have with feminism, specifically white feminism, because it's that same thing. Yeah, sister, let's go. Da, 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 da. And I'm all for it. Like, of course, we're fucking humans. We should be equal to men, etc., etc. But once you start talking about shit that's intersectionality, it starts dividing itself, because even the women's rights movement, like them bitches wasn't down for Black women when it really came down to it. And it's still, a lot of that still stands. So I can see that.
I went to Central Park. There was a huge monument of Susan B. Anthony, Sojourner Truth, and another white feminist, if you will, all sitting playing chess and having tea together. I said, never would happen. No way in hell is this realistic in any way, shape, or form, because Susan B. Anthony would have never let Sojourner nowhere near the motherfucking woman's
She was racist. She told them not
marches.
She told Sojourner Truth not to speak because she did not want it to take away, or she did not want to combine the Black issues with the women issues.
Right.
What, bitch? I'm a Black woman.
Exactly.
It's an issue every day for me.
And I think that's where he was coming from, you know, Chapelle too, which is like, okay, all of a sudden it's a woman, you know, woman issue. Oh, but then when it's me and it's benefiting me, oh, now it's a white woman issue.
So I worked at a really big marketing company for a little over a year, right? And obviously I was underpaid as a woman, which is sad to say, obviously. But as a woman, I was underpaid compared to the men that were working there. But on top of it, like I had a little clique in there, and it was like a few black women. There wasn't very many in the company. There was an Asian woman and a few white women that we were all cool with, right? And we started talking about pay because we were all leaving. I was the least paid out of the group. We all came in with no experience in what we were doing, and I was at the same time, same position. None of us had particular experience in this. We all had sales experience. Right. We were a part of the sales team. I was paid the least. And I'm just like, okay. Like, so it's still shit that's in effect. It's people don't care about that shit. I brought it up in my exit interview. Nobody cared. I brought up the fact that 7 of the black women that worked at that company were all in positions where there was no form of upper mobility in their position, or put in dead end kind of jobs where they couldn't work, or they couldn't make more money because of the way their structures were, et cetera, et cetera. And it was just kind of shrugged off. So like when it comes to like women's right issues, it kind of pisses me off. There's a really good book, if you guys are interested, called Hood Feminism. And it kind of talks more about that, about the intersectionality of being a woman and a black woman and being a feminist, quote unquote. It's just a really difficult thing. Yeah. It's a fine line. It's a uncomfortable conversation, because once you start having this conversation with a lot of non-black women, because even sometimes, you know, POC, like we don't align because the Asian woman was making more money than me. Right. So, you know, it's just one of those things, but definitely check out the book if you want to talk a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Learn a little bit more about it.
Put the link in the bio for sure.
So you guys can
find the book. Yeah. So I thought that was super. It just bothered me. The comment bothered me because it's true. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's true. And I'm just like, I hate to see that. So food for thought. Think about that. What I would do say go watch the stand-up.
I thought the stand-up was really good.
It's funny. It's really
I thought
good.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Only Dave can do what Dave does, you know. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that.
I think
he kept saying, hold on, it's gonna get a lot worse from here. And I will say, nobody was safe this special. Nobody was safe. He was taking cracks at everybody. And he even said, like, comedy used to be like that in the day where nobody is sensitive, and now it's turned, and we've had this conversation before too, like it's turned to this sensitive thing. Look, if it's funny, it's funny. Sometimes shit's taken too far, but if it's funny, it's funny. Just keep pushing. Yeah. You know?
I think comics are there to make a critique or an observation about the overall culture that they see, that they witness, whether they're cracking on their own families, themselves, or the world as they see it. Take it with a fucking grain of salt, because that's not their entire personality. At all. It's a fucking 90-minute stand-up. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Just some things are just meant to be entertainment. Yeah, guys.
It's just
like, it's okay. Squid Games isn't real either.
Right, exactly.
I don't know.
Just period.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So moving forward, something else that I read, it's not necessarily like the most positive, but it's some more real shit that we're gonna fucking get into. Okay, you guys. So I came across this. This is not new either, like whatsoever. I came across this quote a long time ago, but I've been watching a lot of, like, I would say that I was watching Raising Kanan, and I'm getting into BMF now. I got the Stars app, so getting all this, and I'm like really drug inspired. Wu-Tang is getting really good too.
Wu-Tang is getting great. I'm watching that tonight.
Yes. So I came across this. Sorry, guys. Thank you. There are black and brown people still in prison for drug possession while companies make billions from the growing marijuana industry. It's time to decriminalize and discuss reparations for the damage caused by the war on drugs. How many people, family friends, do you know that were affected by the war on drugs? Raise your hand. Everybody in the room, raise your hand. Okay, so
raise your hand if you were bullied by Gretchen Wiener.
Right. Raise your hand if you were directly affected, and not directly by you consume, but again, directly affected by the war on drugs. Okay, so why are we not talking about that? I mean, and how much it's affected, like us, like late 80s, early 90s babies, you know?
Yeah. I mean, shit. You get football numbers if it's crack, but you get a year of probation if it's cocaine.
Or and opioids.
That's classes. Well, opioids now because it's affecting the white community.
Exactly.
But before it was them fucking drug addicts, this, that. And now it's they're sick. They need help.
They need help.
Which they are, but
True.
Where was that sympathy when it was people who look like me? You know what I mean? Right. So I just feel like, you know, drug use is definitely an epidemic. It's definitely, you know, it's a fucking moneymaker for the country, though. Like the government, the country,
and that's why they're gonna keep it in
that's why it's still here. That's why it's still nobody. It's sad to see, but nobody really wants to do anything. That's why there's no fucking homeless shelters and there's no fucking crisis centers.
Yeah,
they don't want people to get help, and this is obviously not our usual fun episode, but I just feel like it's sad. And you're right, there's people who are still in jail, and like I remember hearing the story, it's so fucked up. This kid went to visit his family in Louisiana and he had like a joint, maybe 2 joints on him at most. He was from somewhere else. He got arrested in Louisiana. The man is still in jail to this day, and he was arrested like 10 years ago, some shit like that. He's fighting to get out. They won't let him out. And because it's like some small parish in Louisiana, like it's got its own fucking set of rules. He's screwed. His life is over. He's screwed. Even if they let him out today, his life is over.
Over, as we know.
He knows being in jail more than he knows anything else. So it's just like the amount of people, like you said, who are directly affected, who did not consume, but the people who grew up without mothers, fathers, the people who, because of drug use or because of drug dealing or whatever it is, as the only opportunity in their town or whatever for them to get money and put food on the table. It's sad. It's sad all the way around.
It's so fucking sad. Like, and did you notice also that, I mean, a lot of those people that were affected by the war on drugs, we see on the streets of Skid Row, we see on the streets of Hollywood, we see that's a big part of the homeless community is people affected from that as well. How long have they been out there on the streets? And just now, what timing? Just now, I just read that they're creating a housing community to get them off the streets and clean them up. Because the Olympics are 2 years away. Well, a little over 2 years, but yeah, they're coming in 2024.
We got company.
So money is coming to the city. Money is coming here. Opportunity for more growth. So now we're going to clean the street up.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks. I mean, great, I guess.
You know who's to blame, right?
What?
Reagan.
Reagan.
Oh
yeah, because I mean, him and Nancy fucking.
Well, not only were they
just say no, just say no,
dog. So they closed a lot of the homeless shelters when they were in office. They stopped funding. They didn't directly close them. They just cut off the funding, which is their lifeline.
Same thing.
They did that, and then of course, they were moving the drugs. Yeah. You know they were
funding the
wars.
We all see Narcos, okay?
We know that.
Come on.
Yeah. And I also don't like him because for some fucking reason, for my fucking high school prom, my senior prom, this goddamn bitch decided to choose to have our prom at the Ronald Reagan Museum.
Oh,
what is it, Simi Valley? Bitch. Do you know how hard I fought to try and get our prom, because I was on the prom committee, trying to get our prom at Universal, like normal high schoolers?
Right, in LA, for sure.
The Science Center, anything but the fucking Ronald
Reagan. The fucking LA Convention Center? Jesus.
Anything but the Ronald
and
Reagan.
Simi Valley, ew.
Bitch. We had a fucking airplane in the middle of our dance floor.
I'm dead. Yeah. You know what's funny? I worked an event there many moons ago, and I remember it's a interesting looking venue for sure, but I was like, this is different.
I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated the theme. I hated the location. I fucking hated it. And you know what, Susie? I haven't fucking forgotten.
Not Susie.
Yes, Susie. Real name in this bitch.
I'm dead.
Fucking Susie.
Susan. Yeah.
Just like a Susan. Susan B. Anthony. Susie. Look, always
like
fucking.
A Susan ass bitch would.
Anyway, go ahead.
And then so we seen what was going on in Ohio.
Yes.
Dirty cops.
Yes. Putting a little fentanyl.
So this fentanyl is finding its way in every drug, recreational, over the counter, under the counter, through the cracks. It does not matter. Fentanyl has found its way into every fucking thing. Be careful wherever you get your stuff, if you get your stuff, because they're now putting it in weed. They're saying they're putting it in weed. And now I'm like, I ain't going to the... I ain't going to the hood shops anymore now. I'm going government approved only because I do not want to come across no fucking fentanyl weed. Yeah, that bugged me out. I was like, what? Fentanyl doesn't even belong in weed. They're two oxymorons. Like, what is going on?
What are you doing?
I don't understand.
The stoner community is very simple. We just want
super simple.
We just want our weed.
We just want THC.
We don't need no extras. Don't try and supercharge it.
Yeah.
Don't put a little drop of nothing on it.
Maybe
just
put in a brownie
weed.
now and then or a gummy, but that's it.
Yeah, but I don't need no additives.
None.
Just give me the weed.
Yeah, I'm not even into like the wax stuff.
Ooh, dabs.
Dabs. I mean, I've definitely done it a lot of times, but it's not. I'm like, meh.
Bitch, a dab will have you fucked. Y'all heard my trip out story. If you haven't, go back. It's in like episode 20.
Yeah.
22 at most.
Ashley, fucking.
Go listen to my trip out story when I thought Beyonce and Jay-Z were coming to my little old apartment in North Hollywood. I kept trying to strip naked. It's a fucking shit show.
She took a trip to Mars.
That was a dab. That was an edible. Yeah. That was a joint. I don't know who the fuck I thought I was.
Know your strengths.
I don't know who. I thought I was fucking Snoop Dogg and Willie Nelson's child because, bitch, I was seeing stars.
No, Willie Nelson.
I was high as shit, dog.
I believe it.
Thought I was pregnant. It was a horrible time.
I have a handful of friends who have had those types of anxiety attacks off of edibles, though, and you did more than that. Yeah.
No, mine was a shit show.
What a time, Ash. What a fucking time.
Mine was a shit show.
So whoever has never had an edible, when they tell you only to take a certain amount, only take that certain amount, okay?
If you don't smoke, you actually shouldn't have an edible. You should just hit the joint.
Just hit the joint. Maybe once.
Yeah,
twice
because
max.
you can't control an edible. No. I don't know why people think that. Like, I don't smoke. I'll have an edible.
I don't bitch. Smoke it.
Smoke the joint.
Well, have a crumb. How about start with a crumb by crumb, microdose, okay? Because you're going to fucking regret this in 10 minutes. Bad.
As soon as you say, I don't feel it, and you eat half of it, you fucked up.
Oh, it tastes like it's a regular brownie. Yeah, you're done. Done for.
You fucked up. Anyway.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to, before we take into the last few segments, I want to do a little 90s nostalgia for episode 96.
Okay. You want to kick us off?
Well, I was going to have you kick us off, but I guess I
got to think about mine.
Chokers, necklaces, and butterfly clips.
Come on, butterfly clips.
Butterfly clips and the scrunchy chokers.
Oh, the ones you got off the vending machine.
The vending machine.
For a quarter.
Yeah, they made a comeback in like 2014 to 2016 for a brief minute.
For a split second,
and then we threw them away again. But yes, those with the chunky belts. Oh, yeah.
And the chunky platform sandals.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of late 90s, but still nevertheless very 90s.
Very 90s.
Very 90s.
Ooh, I'll give you that. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say the supermodel.
Just supermodel infatuation.
Yes, like
bad.
The Tyra, the Naomi,
yes.
what's the Moss? What's her name? The white
Kate
girl?
Moss.
Kate
Moss.
Moss.
Yes.
The whole like everybody.
Cindy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
the obsession. I mean, but they were so beautiful.
And like the fucking Versace supermodel at that. I was just in a fucking rabbit hole. Yeah. 90s Versace. Oh,
chef's
bitch
kiss.
Donatella.
I will still wear that shit.
Donatella. Girl,
you did your thing. You still doing your thing.
In your bag. In your bag, bitch. Did you see the Versace Fendi show? They did a collab.
No.
Yes.
Who they have walk?
Pretty much everybody.
But
they did so basically they swapped. So Donatella did Fendi, and then I forget the head of Fendi. The Fendi did Versace.
Okay.
And it was dope to see Fendi done in such a Versace kind of way that like loud kind of Miami gaudy like that.
Yeah,
I loved it. I was like, I am fucking feeling thick this shit.
Gold belts, high waistline, mini skirts, and
loved it.
Love it. Yes,
loved it.
I'm always here for that. Yep, good shit. I'm here for that. Okay, so episode 96. There you go. Those are 90s moments.
Yep.
So we talked a little bit about TV and film. I'll get into it more. What have you been watching?
I've been watching really random shit. So we talked about Squid Game, and I love that Black people call it Squid Games. I did it earlier as well. We just put an S on everything. Spice it up.
Mines.
That's mines right there. That water, it's mines. Anyway,
you got any monies? Okay.
Not monies.
You know, monies is a real word.
Yeah.
Like it is. I don't know how to correctly use it, but it is in the dictionary real word, and it does refer to money.
Me monies, like right. Mr. Krabs.
Right. But I don't know how it found its way into Webster, but
anyway.
Okay.
We talked about that already. Really, really great. Did you try it again? Did you try Squid Game?
Yes, I only got through one episode since then. It's a lot.
I will say episode 3 it picks up. Episode 1 and 2 I
watched 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, but it was like, we were knee deep in death. Like it was just
Yeah. Everybody's dying.
Everybody was fucking getting heads chopped off.
You die. Everybody dies.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so like real.
Yes. Watch that, but I've been watching. I feel like after that, I needed some lighthearted shit to watch.
You'd say.
So I've been watching. It's a show on Netflix. It's called Instant Hotel. And I'm an HGTV bitch, okay? Oh, I love it. I'm a Bob the Builder. Can she build it, bitch? Yes, she can.
She can.
And Instant Hotel is like, it's first of all, it takes place in Australia. So it gave me the opportunity to continue to work on my horrible Australian accent.
No, it's not bad. No, you were talking off air. It's not good.
Bad.
It's actually not bad at all.
I feel like I tuned it up.
I think she's doing a really fine job.
Okay, thanks, friend. Mm-hmm. Encouragement. I'm not going to do it right now.
Damn it. I was pop out with it.
No. Somebody else asked me on the spot and I was like, no. It's just going to come out. No. So Instant Hotel is basically a competition show for like Airbnbs in Australia.
Okay.
Right? And I watched it because I was like, I want to see what the fuck is going on in Australia. I want to see what it's like. I want to take a trip there one day, whatever. So I'm watching and they are fucking catty and talking real spicy to each other. But it's funny because it's slang like I've never heard before. And it's like, it's just, I loved it. It's like one of those shows you put on right before you're trying to go to sleep, like something you don't mind falling asleep to. That's how I was watching it. There's 2 seasons. It's really fucking funny. Definitely make sure you start with season 1.
To get the characters down and stuff.
Yeah, there's been lines that I just keep saying. Well, it switches up, but there's lines that me and Ray will just shout out at each other. It's dirty. The flies. It's fucking hilarious. Like, please watch it. Okay. I absolutely love it, especially if you need something lighthearted that's like reality, competition.
Say less.
Exactly.
You had me at competition.
Watch it. I loved it. I think it's hilarious. And then also, like, I'm kind of interested in potentially at some point opening like an Airbnb. So it's just interesting to see like what works, what doesn't.
Venture.
Yeah, they have like a professional hotelier who like is like, as a professional, you should never do this. And, you know, whatever. So watch it. It's been entertaining for me personally. I love it.
That's okay. Well, I'm about to give it a whirl because this accent is killing me.
Shit had me in
and killing
tears.
me in a good way. So. Oh, I love it. Okay. Well, so yep, I've been okay. So I finally caved. I got the Stars app, and I've already finished Power Book 2: Raising Kanan. Very good. 50. Very good.
Oh, is it Method Man in it?
No,
that's the other show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, very fucking good. Actor's great. He's got this executive producer thing down for sure. He's really created this like black gangster mafia dynasty, if you will, with shows.
Marvel universe. I told you.
It's like it's like
the drug dealer Marvel.
Yeah,
universe.
It really is. And BMF is also, which is based off of the Detroit brothers, Big Meech and them. So based off of that true story. So that's what I'm excited to get into next. That's current right now. So I think they just
Black Mafia Family.
Yeah, Black Mafia Family. So I think they just dropped the 3rd episode. So I haven't started that one yet. Just finished Kanan, so I'm excited to start that. Right. But he definitely got me, you know. And this is low key why I put it off for so long, because I knew I was gonna be sucked in like a little fucking leech. Just I knew it, and here I am. Woo Wednesdays is still popping.
I love Wu-Tang. It's getting good.
It's really good. I did see this episode already this week, so I'm gonna save it. But it's a turning point for sure.
I definitely thought last week's episode, so protect your neck.
Yeah.
I really like the way they shot that. Where they showed him
Spike Lee.
Yes, they showed him like dissecting the music and the way they broke that down. So whoever directed that particular episode,
we gotta see that. Yeah,
great job.
I
love that shit.
Yeah,
I
like
was
that
taking
too.
the samples and he was like pulling the people away. I absolutely love the way they did that.
Yeah, it was.
I think they're doing a really fucking great job for a show that's been gone for so long. They came back and they did it right. So I'm really good. I'm really happy with that.
I would agree. I was like, man, because we were waiting for that show.
It was a minute. It's almost as long as Insecure.
Right. I will say I want you guys to Hulu has I got my Stars app through Hulu, by the way. Hulu has taken over. Like Hulu has taken over my life. But I will say go back over to Netflix and check out the Netflix original show called Made. It's a girly show. It's cute.
I was gonna check it out.
Yeah. It's really cute. It's deep. It's cute. It has a little bit of like satire and like humor in it, but it still has some like deep issues that it talks about. So I like it. I think it's, women are probably gonna like it a little bit more, but honestly it's a really good show and it's one of those that gets you invested. And so check out Made on Netflix too.
Cool. We'll definitely do that.
And that's pretty much it.
For me. I will say I saw some of the BET Awards. Look, podcasts are fucking doing it. Shout out to the 85 South show.
Man.
So DC Young Fly, that's Chico Bean, that's Carlos Miller. Dog, they were hosting the BET Awards. They basically did their podcast at the BET Awards, which is fucking amazing. Love to see the unlimited possibilities for podcasts.
Man.
Love everybody in our bubble that's doing it.
Right, our bubble that's growing.
I know. Like we're family. You know what I mean? The podcast.
Our peers.
World. Yeah.
Totally.
Come on.
No, I agree. That was really dope to see that. I did not catch the BET Awards either, but I did see that they hosted and everybody.
That's what people were talking about.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
It was them.
It was talking.
They were
about
talking
them.
about them hosting it, and I was like, "That's fucking lit, dude. Just keep opening them doors for us, please."
Yes. Love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I guess we can
one thing left to do, eh?
Go into Heat Seekers, eh?
Yep. If you don't know, you should know. Heat Seekers is all the music that we've been vibing to. We put it on one very, very convenient playlist for you. All you got to do is click the link in the description of this episode, whether you're listening to us on your favorite podcast platform or watching us on YouTube. Go ahead. Once this is all done, make sure you finish this episode first.
And you like it and you comment.
And maybe send it to a friend or two. Send it to your mama.
Subscribe, like, share if you care.
Exactly. Then you can keep the kickback rocking by playing the playlist. And it's all the music that we've dropped since episode 1. And this is episode 96.
96, so y'all. Can you
get into it? Get the fuck
Get into it already. Fuck. Come on. Come through.
Damn it. Okay, so there is a lot of new music that dropped. So let's run through this real quick.
Yeah.
Meek Mill,
Expensive Pain. Chef's Kiss.
Yes.
I love it. So I was, real quick, not really a fan of Meek Mill with his wins and losses first couple albums. Championships made me a fan of him for sure. I thought Championships was a fucking masterpiece. Expensive Pain is a very, very, very close second for me. I still think Championships is better, but Expensive Pain, I've listened to it a few times through and through. Oh my God, he did a great job. He was tweeting how he thinks it's his best work yet. Which, I mean, everybody has their opinion, right? It's great. It's
everybody has
great.
their opinion.
I say a couple songs to listen for. Outside. The intro is actually really good too.
Yeah.
Hate on Me. Outside. Hot with Moneybag. Me or Fuck With Me with ASAP Ferg is a banger. The song with Vori, Tweaking. Vori is Meek Mill's artist. Also, I think we've talked about him a little bit before. Those are some of my faves. What about you?
I liked the intro. I liked Outside. And then I haven't sat with the album, so I do need to go back. I'm not even going to front. And then I listened to the Brent Fayez.
Oh, yeah.
Which was
really
good.
Love Train is really good.
Yes. I liked it. Somebody was like, he's not yelling on this one. And I was like, no he's still yelling. They just turned him down.
They turned him down.
His great engineering, great producing, guys.
Perfect.
Good job.
You found your match.
Yes. I love it. I like it. I'm with it. I think, like you said, very close to Championships. I'm rocking with it. I'm not mad at it at all. Solid release. I'm fucking with it.
Moneybagg Yo dropped a Waukesha remix with Lil Wayne
and
Ashanti.
Yes, actually, last episode, I don't know where you were at, but me,
I was in the bathroom.
Yes, me, Ray, and Ty, we listened to it, and I was like, I'm fucking with this. Lil Wayne came with it.
Old Wayne.
Absolutely love it. Yes, it gave me mixtape Wayne vibes.
Big time.
I liked it a lot. I already liked
too.
Waukesha.
I did too, and it just added a nice little flavor to it. And then I don't know if y'all know, but Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid actually dropped a combined or a conjoined whatever tape together.
I did not know that.
Yeah, called Trust Fund Babies.
I didn't know.
I didn't either, and I saw it on my Apple Music, like new music suggestions. It's only a 10-track tape, which is perfect,
Solid.
you know, especially for two artists. I would have never paired them two together to do a joint project.
They were talking about it. They've been talking about it for a minute.
Okay.
So I'm just surprised.
They're both a little, you know, eccentric, so I guess they kind of maybe shared that in common, that vibe, and it's totally big bro, little bro vibes. Like you can tell.
That's cool.
It's decent. Yeah, it's decent. There's some few cool
out.
songs. I have, you know, Lil Wayne. You gotta give him a spin or two or three because it's Lil Wayne. Respect.
Larry June also dropped a project. Yes. I feel like he's dropping a project like every 3 months.
He's doing a lot.
It's getting a little
young boy.
It's getting
who also dropped it.
Yeah, like
another one.
It's getting a little much, but I do enjoy me some Larry June. I will say Friday Activities is a vibe. It's a project he did with the producer Cardo.
Okay.
Cardo beats go hard, so I liked it. Definitely check it out if you like that, you know, West Coast driving music. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Right.
Definitely check out Friday Activities.
Okay. So NBA Youngboy dropped another, like probably his 32nd mixtape.
Another one?
Sincerely Contrell, which I think is his real name. He's overdoing it. He's overdoing it for me. I tried to give it a whirl today. Couldn't even get through it. It's another fucking 23 song. And it's just like, Ashley said it before. He's just like, you know, some of these artists are just like throwing everything at the wall and just whatever sticks, and it's just too much at this point. There's no anticipation. There's no like eagerness. There's no like
the songs sound the same.
Yeah, you know, your fans are not like eager to go and get it because it's just like we got the same tape 7 times already.
Yep, I feel that.
So I didn't like it too much. I swear Vezzo, you know, I talked about him before. I like him. He's a Detroit rapper. He dropped another tape, Rich Off Pints 2. I didn't really care for the first one. I like some of his other tapes better. But Rich Off Pints 2 is good. I will say, we talked about sampling before, and you know, it's not a problem, but like, gosh damn. Ironically, the song I'm going to put on the playlist today is from this. It's 5 Milli from I Swear Vezzo. It's a sample of I Got 5 on it. But it sounds really good. But that's the second song on his tape. And then when I continued to listen to the rest of the tape, every single song is a sample. And I'm just like, bro.
My only thing with the sample is you better not make me feel like I want to go listen to the original.
Well, I Got 5 on it's hard because that song is like a timeless song, you know, that just
you better kill it. That's my thing with the sample. If you are going to sample a song, don't make me feel like I didn't get my fix and I need to go listen to the original song.
Right.
Make it your own.
Well, I'm gonna throw 5 Milli on the playlist. I'll let you be the judge of that. Couple more 4 other singles that drop. I just want to shout out. Bino. Let me find out.
Bino
with
and
Roddy. LA natives.
Yep. Let me find out. Like that a lot.
A lot, of course. Key Glock, Ambition for Cash. He dropped that single. I'm a big Key Glock fan, as y'all know. Burna Boy dropped a song with Polo G called Want It All. You know, we love our Afro beats. So I'm here for Burna Boy. And then the last one, which I didn't expect to like, it's Trippie Redd with Babyface Ray. It's called Captain Crunch.
Oh, he scares me. He looks like a goblin that would live under your couch or your bed. Okay, well, that's cool. Wale and J. Cole actually put a song out, which is Poke It Out, which I liked. It gave me that vibe when they first came out. Like, you know, I'm fucking with it. So I enjoy it. It's cute. Check it out for show. So let's see. What am I going to add to the project? You know, I always leave this to the last possible moment. So it's a surprise.
Surprise for everyone.
Okay. I'm going to drop a song called What You Deserve. It's a little switch up from my Afro beats that I've been dropping every single week. But it's okay. I'm back on my bombs. Back on my bullshit, dropping an R&B song. I really like this one. It's by Femme It Forward and Ambre. I talked about Ambre before. She wrote some songs for Kehlani. One of my favorite lines in the song, she says, and I'm not talking about family when I say you need to see my Grammy.
Ooh.
what? But the song is all about getting what you deserve, taking what's yours, knowing what's made for you. So I just think it's one of those songs like, yeah, when you need like a little pick me up and need to be reminded you are who the fuck you are and that's a bad motherfucker.
Right.
This is a dope song. And it's all in a smooth little R&B tone. So I'm fucking with it.
Love it. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad. I'm excited that you're back on your bullshit so we can have some more smooth tunes for the playlist.
Yep.
Cool. Well, that's pretty much it, guys.
That's it. We gone. We out.
That's it. All right, y'all. Stay tuned next week for another episode. But it has been real. Your girl, Flex Luther.
Big Flex.
Signing out of this bitch with my A1 Day 1, my bestie, Ashley J.
It's me, Ashley J. Y'all know I ask one thing and one thing only, that you put some respect on my motherfucking name, dog. That's it. That's all. And it could be so simple. Till next time. Peace.
Tell your mama to come through. Subscribe, like, share, be there.
So put your ass in the car, come through. Peace.
Bye.